The ACT Party has told Newshub that scrapping the gun register is a bottom line for negotiations to form a government with National.
But the Police Association has slammed the policy, saying it's a grab for votes at the expense of New Zealanders' safety. Here's political reporter Amelia Wade.
This gun is locked and loaded, but it's not registered because guns don't have to be yet.
We've got well over 1 million firearms in New Zealand and we have no idea where they are, who has them or if they're secure.
On June 24, the firearms registry will go live and owners will have 5 years to register their guns. It will track licences and the sale of firearms, parts and ammunition. The $208 million registry was one of the recommendations from the Royal Commission of Inquiry into the Christchurch mosque attacks.
The majority of criminals get their weapons through straw buying, which is where a legitimate firearms owner buys a weapon and then on-sells it or supplies it to a criminal.
But if this guy, ACT leader David Seymour, gets his way, the register would go in the shredder.
$200 million to not solve a single crime is a bad use of resources.
It's really just a grab for votes at the expense of New Zealanders, 100%.
The Police Association is fuming.
The reality is you're going to get votes, but the expense is the dairy owner that gets shot in a robbery, or the young child who's killed when their house is shut up by gang members because they mistook the address, or the police officer like Matthew Hunt who's gunned down in the streets.
Well, actually, those votes are nothing to do with the death of Matthew Hunt.
He's being very naive if he thinks this won't make a change.
And I think it's frankly despicable that Chris Cahill, as the representative of police, is putting this kind of politicised and emotional rhetoric ahead of the simple question, will this policy work?
Seymour told Newshub scrapping the registry is a bottom line for going into government with National.
I would say it's a bottom line if that's your idea of politics.
The police union said Christopher Luxon needs to rule it out.
I want him to be unequivocal that it's a bottom line for him. The gun register will remain in place.
Our view is that the gun register is implemented and is essentially happening. It's important that we make it work well for legal gun owners. That's not too onerous.
ACT's promising to scrap the registry while National's promising to keep it. Incompatible promises, someone is going to have to back down. Amelia Wade, Newshub.